Hello everybody, welcome to Shai's Asana. Today we're going to work on activating the solar plexus chakra, which is the third chakra, also called Manipura. It's located right above your belly button. So the third chakra is really our place of empowerment. This is where we get this sense of expressing our will, our personal power, our mental abilities, and all of that energy that is surrounded in that. So the power center, it controls digestion and metabolic processes. So today we're going to work on balancing this chakra and activating it so we can enhance our sense of perseverance, of belonging, and of trusting our instincts. So let's start in a seated position on your shins if you can, kneeling, either with your hips lifted or your hips down on your heels. Place your hands on top of your knees if you're sitting all the way down, or just let them hang in front of your thighs if you're like Patrice. Close your eyes. Start to focus on the breath, taking deep inhales through your nose and long exhales through your nose. Going to our intention today, that intention we will set on this chakra. If you will, repeat after me, either internally or out loud. I am powerful, centered, and determined. I am powerful, centered, and determined. I am powerful, centered, and determined. Then gently flutter your eyes open. Now, to really activate the heat in that chakra, I'd like to start with some breath work. So having our mouths slightly open, we will breathe through our mouths. What you'll do is take a deep inhale, and on your exhale, try to push out by flexing your stomach or your abs. Push that air out. And then don't focus on the inhale, rather it'll happen naturally, where you'll have to take a breath after you expunge that breath, and it'll come in through your nose. But again, don't focus on the inhale, focus on pushing out the exhale, and the inhales will come naturally. All right, let's start. Inhale. Release. Good job. All right, let's turn to face the short of the edge of the mat if you're not already there. Come to tabletop. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Inhale as you drop your belly for cow. Exhale, round your spine for cat. Inhale, drop your belly. And exhale, round your spine. Maybe adding some more movement, curving to the side as you find your inhale, and then up and around to the other side on your exhale. Coming down into cow, bringing those hips to the right. Exhaling into cat as you bring your hips to the left. Finding a circular motion sideways as you move up and down with your spine. And then going the other way, inhaling, drop your belly for cow. Hips go to the left. Exhaling to cat as your hips go to the right. Keep those cats and cows going as you find that circular motion with your hips. One more. And then come to neutral. From here, just find a long spine from your crown to your root. And then shoot your left leg out behind you, keeping your hips square. Now can you lift your right hand out in front of you, extending it towards the front of the room, coming into our bird dog. Holding it here. Activating your center, engaging your core. Keep breathing. Inhale. and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, release. Extend your right leg out behind you. Lift up your left arm and extend it towards the front of the room. Hold as you take 3 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale as you release. Good. Walk your forearms down onto the mat now so the elbow comes where your hands just were. And then extend your feet to the back of the mat, coming into forearm plank. Finding length here. Finding length and stability as you push those forearms into the mat. Engage your core. Find that sense of lifting and stability. Determined to stay in the pose as you breathe and find that space. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, set your hands down where the elbows are, coming up to high plank. Hold your high plank. Try to really shift those shoulders over those wrists. Let's take 3 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale, shift your hips up and back, coming into your first down dog. Maybe pedal your feet, bending one knee at a time to walk your dog. Get long through your hamstrings. Let your head hang heavy. Maybe nod your head yes or no a few times. Really push your hands into the mat to lengthen your spine. Keep breathing. Good. Bend your knees. Bring both of them down to the mat, coming back into tabletop. Good. Inhale as you lift your left leg up and then lift your right arm up. Good. Hold it here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, release. Extend your left arm, extend your right leg. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath. Inhale. Exhale, release. Walk your elbows down to where your hands are, and then extend your feet to the back of the mat. Forearm plank. Push your forearms into the mat. Really find that stability in your core here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, walk your hands back to where your elbows are, coming into high plank. Take 3 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3rd breath. Inhale. Exhale. Lift your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. If you want to pedal your feet out again, that's fine. If you want to bend both knees and really try to get that tailbone high, and then straighten the legs again, lengthening the heels toward the mat, you can do that. Remember to always modify it to suit your needs. Take another breath here. Then inhale as you bend your knees, lift your heels, look forward, and take a couple of steps, or maybe a big 1 step, or hop to the front of the mat, coming to your forward fold. Inhale as you lengthen, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand with a flat back, arms come overhead. Exhale, release your arms by your sides. I'm going to turn to face the front of the mat now. Patrice, you can turn too, so you can see what comes next. Inhale as you bring your arms overhead. Interlace all 10 fingers and then release your index finger. All right, we're going to pull our arms up and over, coming to the left, shifting our hips to the right, coming in a standing crescent moon. Really engage your core here so that you're lifting up and out and not just bending over. Think of having two panels of glass squeezing your body together. They're in front and behind your body, and you can't move your hips forward or back. You can only go up and over to the side. Maybe push down a little deeper, tiny bit more. Just finding that flexion on your left side, and then come to center. Good. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale as you pull those fingers up and over to the right, shifting your hips to the left, standing crescent moon. Try to pull those arms back so the biceps are near your ears. Try not to let those hips go forward or back. Take another breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, come to center. Good. This time, release your head back so you can look up at your thumbs. You're already in a back bend here, so stay here if you want. Otherwise, you can push your hips forward more and then bring your arms back so your biceps are near your ears. Maybe staying here. Perhaps if you want, bending further, pushing those hips deeper forward, coming into that back bend even more. And then release as you come up. Good. Exhale with a flat back, come down, bending towards the mat. And then walk your feet out a little bit here. So bend one knee at a time. Keep breathing. Finding that pedaling motion that we had in down dog. And then bend both of your knees pretty deeply. Lift up your heels, walk your hands back, and wrap all of your fingers under your heels. So you're grabbing the bottom of your heels with your hands. Elbows are bent, knees are bent. Holding onto this shape, start to straighten your legs and bring your forehead in close to your knees or to your shins. You might find some shaking here in your legs. That's the body working. Take another breath. And then bend your knees, lift up your heels so you can release your hands from behind them and start to slowly roll up to standing, keeping those knees bent. Head is the last thing to lift. Arms come by your sides for Tadasana, mountain pose, and breathe. All right, if you've turned to face the long side of your mat, let's turn back to the front. Inhale, bring your arms overhead. Exhale, hinge and fold forward, hands to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold as you plant your palms, step both feet to the back of the mat, high plank, top of a push-up. Hold on your inhale. Exhale, chaturanga, bend at your elbows. Come down halfway. Then lower all the way to the mat if you wish. Inhale as you lift your head, your heart, your shoulders, coming into cobra pose. Exhale, release your head back down to the mat. Stay here, but extend your arms out to the front of the room. And then inhale as you bring your head, your heart, your shoulders up. And release down to the mat. Let's do that one more time. Arms are extended to the front, but this time also lift your feet. Inhale, lift your head, your heart, your shoulders, lift your arms, lift your feet, your knees, your thighs. Good. Release your head to the mat. This time I want you to kick your feet into your hips. Reach back and grab the tops of your ankles or your feet. Inhale as you lift your head, your heart, your shoulders. Kick the feet into your hands as you lift the knees, lift the thighs, and come up into bow pose. Hold your bow. Keep breathing here. Let's take 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Release down to the mat, letting go of those feet. Bring the hands just outside of the chest. Tuck the toes under and push your hips up and back, coming into down dog. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Step or hop to the top of the mat in between your hands.
forward fold. Inhale for your halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Hang out in your fold here, and there's another option. You can take crow. Just engage those abs a little bit. If you want to take crow, bend your elbows and tuck those knees up into your armpits. Really push the mat away as you engage your core, and maybe lift one foot, maybe both, finding a little bit of balance. If you're in forward fold, just stay there. Come out of crow, come back to forward fold. Everybody hang out here. Come down a little deeper. Then inhale as you lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand with a flat back as your arms come overhead. And exhale, release your hands by your sides. Inhale, lift your arms overhead. Exhale, sit your hips back and down, coming into chair pose. Then bring your hands to heart center and twist your torso to the right, hooking the left elbow on the outside of the right knee if you can. Stay here. Or if you want to take it a little further, try something a little more challenging. Activating that chakra. Start to lift the right foot up off the mat, keeping the knees where they are, kicking that right foot in towards your hips, finding some balance. Good. On your inhale, come to warrior three. Straighten the left leg, kick the right leg out behind you, chest comes parallel to the mat, arms come out in front. You can wrap the three small fingers together, keep the index pointed. Good. Hold another breath in warrior three. On your next breath, bend your left leg, step your right foot to the back of the mat, arms come up overhead, crescent lunge. So good. Inhale and exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, release your hands to the mat, framing your left foot. Push the mat away as you pick up the left foot and kick it in towards your center. And then roll to the outside edge of the right foot as you lift your left arm to the sky and stack your left foot on top of your right for Vashisthasana side plank. If you want to take another variation here, you can. Good. Come back to center. High plank. Step that left foot forward, coming back into that crescent lunge. Good. Lift your arms up, torso comes up. Then release your hands to the mat, framing that left foot again. Same idea, push the mat away as you kick that left foot in towards your center, lifting it up. Now this time roll to the inside edge of your right foot, lifting your right arm up, kicking your left foot out in front of you for fallen triangle. One more breath here. And then release your right hand to the mat, bring that left foot to the back of the mat, high plank, then step it forward, crescent lunge, lift your torso, raise your arms. One more inhale. Exhale as you release your hands to the mat, framing your left foot. Step your left foot back to meet your right, high plank, top of a push-up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, take a cobra or even up dog. Exhale, shift your hips up and back, coming into down dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up behind you. Exhale, open the right knee, bending the right knee if you want. And here, either staying here or flipping your dog by lifting your right hand up, releasing your right foot to the mat behind you, and finding the back bend. If you're in flip dog, come back to three-legged dog. Good. And then everyone, step that right foot through in between your hands. And now step your left foot forward to meet it, coming into a forward fold. Inhale as you lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, arms come overhead. Exhale, release your arms by your sides. Let's take the other side. Inhale, bring your arms overhead. Exhale, sit your hips back and down, coming into chair pose. Take a deep breath. On your next exhale, bring your hands to heart center and twist your torso to the left, hooking your right elbow on the left knee. Either staying here with both feet on the mat or pushing and rooting that right foot down so you can lift your left foot up, kicking it in towards your hips. Good. Come back into it if you fall out of it. That's okay. This is a very tough balance pose. Then shoot your left leg out behind you as you bend your torso forward, coming into warrior three. Arms come towards the front of the room. Extend your body long. Make a big T here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale as you bend your right knee, step your left foot to the back of the mat. High lunge, crescent lunge. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale as you release your hands to the mat, framing your right foot. Roll to the outer edge of your right foot as you step your left foot, as you step your right foot back on top of your left foot, stacking. Bring your right arm up towards the ceiling, Vashisthasana, side plank. And then bring your right hand to the mat, coming in high plank. Step your right foot forward, coming back into crescent lunge. Lift your torso, raise your arms. Inhale. And exhale, release your hands to the mat. Pushing the mat away, pick up your right foot, so you're kicking that foot in towards your center. Roll onto the inner edge of your left foot as you extend the left arm to the sky and kick the right foot out in front of you for ball and triangle. Come back to center, bringing the left hand down. Right foot extends to the back of the mat, high plank. Then step the right foot forward, lifting up into your crescent lunge again. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, release your hands to the mat, framing your right foot. Step your right foot to the back of the mat, meeting the left. Hold on your inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, shoot your hips up and back, tuck your toes, down dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up behind you. Bend the left knee, open the left hip. Stay here or step your left foot behind you as you raise your left arm to the sky, coming into your flipped dog or wild thing. Come back to three-legged dog if you're in wild thing, and then step your left foot through in between your hands. Stay here in your low lunge with your fingers grounded, and now simply step your right foot next to your left at the front of the mat, coming into your forward fold. Inhale, lengthen, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand with a flat back, arms come overhead. Exhale, release your hands by your sides. Inhale, bring your arms overhead. Come up onto your tippy toes. Start sending your hips down, coming into tippy toe chair. Come down slowly. And then bring your hips all the way down on top of your heels and release your heels onto the mat. Hips coming down as well, coming into a seated position. With the soles of the feet on the mat and the knees bent, walk your hands behind you so that your fingertips are pointed at your hips. Option one, lift up your shins so they're parallel to the mat and stay here. Option two, you can straighten those legs so they're at a diagonal angle pointing towards the ceiling. Option three, raise your arms, keep your chest lifted and your heart lifted here. Reach forward towards those feet, coming into Navasana, boat pose. Just breathe in whatever option you're taking and hold it there. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Good. Roll down onto the mat. And now bend your knees in towards your chest, giving yourself a quick hug. Good. Grab the undersides of your knees and let's do some rock ups. Do 3 rocks, trying to hold up on your hips and then hold on your shoulders. So come to hold and go back and hold. Using your core, hold and back. After 3, let's just roll to a seat. Come up to seated. Good. Walk your hands out behind you like we started in Navasana. But this time you're going to come in an upward tabletop. So pushing the hands into the mat, lift your chest, lift your heart. Now push your feet into the mat and lift your hips up all the way, bringing your torso parallel to the mat.
either keeping your head lifted or dropping it back, whatever feels good for you in your neck. Inhale. Find that width between the shoulders. Collarbones are open here, pushing the hips up even higher towards the ceiling. Staying here, 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now release your hips to the mat. Curl your forearms forward around your shins, dropping your head in between your knees, giving yourself a little hug. Lift your head. Straighten your legs out in front of you, flexing your feet. Bend your right knee, and then pick up the right foot and place it on the outside of the left knee. You can keep your left leg extended here, or you can bend the left knee and bring the left heel towards your right sitting bones. Lengthen through your spine. On your inhale, lift your arms overhead, and exhale, twist your torso to the right, bringing your left elbow to your outside of your right knee and your right hand behind you, landing on the mat at the base of your spine. Find the twist in your Ardha Matsyendrasana, half Lord of the Fishes, maybe using your left elbow to push into the outer edge of your right knee to get a little deeper into the twist. Keep finding that length from your tailbone to your crown. One more breath here. And then release the twist, come back to center. Pick up the right foot, extend it out long on the mat, extend your left leg out. Now bend your left knee and pick up the left foot to place it on the outer edge of your right knee. Keep the right leg long or bend the right knee and bring the right heel in towards your left hip. Just make sure you're not sitting on it. Inhale, find length as you bring your arms overhead. Exhale, twist to the left as you bring that right elbow to the outer edge of your left knee. Left hand lands behind you on the mat near the base of your spine. And with each inhale, you find length from your tailbone to your crown. And with each exhale, twisting a little deeper. Release the twist, come to center. Untwist the legs, extend both legs out in front of you. Inhale as you bring your arms overhead. Exhale, hinge at your hips and fold forward, bringing that tummy down on top of your thighs, walking those hands forward on the mat to the outside edges of your legs or maybe beyond your feet. Maybe you can wrap the hands underneath the feet, clasping all 10 fingers together. Find length on your inhale. Like in Ardha Matsyendrasana, we want the same kind of length in our Paschimottanasana, our forward fold. Lengthening from our tailbone to our crown, finding a long spine. And then exhaling as we fold forward and come down deeper. Inhale for length. And exhale for depth. Inhale for length. And exhale for depth. Take a couple more deep breaths here. And then slowly start to walk your hands back to your midline as you lift your torso up and roll your back down onto the mat. Bring your knees into your chest, give them a squeeze. Open your arms up to a T or to a cactus position and drape both of your knees down to the left, trying to keep your right shoulder melting into the mat. Finding that spinal twist. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, allow both knees to drape to the right this time, melting your left shoulder blade down into the mat. Enjoying the spinal twist. Come back to center.
Give your knees a big squeeze, really hugging them in tight here, but keeping your back grounded, bringing the knees to the chest, not the opposite. And then lengthen your legs along the mat all the way down. Open them up, hips width distance, or maybe as wide as the mat, and bring your arms by your sides, having some distance between the ribs and the arms, palms face up. Close your eyes and allow yourself to just release everything as you find the final resting pose, Shavasana. Slowly come back into the room, into your body, into your awareness of your surroundings, of yourself. Inhale as you notice the expansion of your rib cage. And then on your exhale, noticing that contraction. Bend your knees, reach forward to grab the undersides of your knees, and maybe rock up to a seat, or if you feel the need, you can roll to your side and push up to a seated position. Come to any seated position you choose and allow your hands to rest wherever they might fall. Maybe that's on top of your knees or just in the middle of your lap. Now, wherever your hands are, turn your palms so that they face upward and bring your finger to touch your thumb. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Returning to the mantra that we said at the beginning of class. I am powerful, centered, and determined. Inhale as you bring your arms overhead, palms come to touch. Then bring the hands down in front of the heart center. Thank you so much for sharing with us in your practice today. Namaste.